Hey everyone, this is Ultra Runner. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to take a quick look at the new Stealth Soothe cap. This is the one that just released. And no, your eyes are your eyes are not fooling you. That is the old cap head on the new cap body. Fits on there perfectly, snaps in, no issues at all. And I just wanted to kind of talk about these caps real quick, because as you guys know, I'm a big cap fan. From back in the day, I can't wait till we get a classic comic cap. But MCU cap, definitely big fan of Chris Evans. I've got him here in this little display here, and of course I got him with Sam. Sam was the first Hot Toys I ever bought. Not thinking I was going to be a Hot Toys collector, but yeah, that's a whole different thing now. But really like the suit, and so decided to pick that up, and the rest is history. Well, this new cap just came in. I pre-ordered him day one, and so I was looking at him compared to my favorite cap, which is the concept art cap. This concept art cap is fire. I mean, good proportions, good suit, the all black and with the black and silver shield. I mean, it's such a really stealthy, not really villainous look, but just such a cool look. I mean, you throw a guy in all black and it's just kind of like, okay, there's something different about him, especially when he's in the bright red, white, and blue all the time. So it's nice to really see him in a different light, as opposed to like the old school red, white, and blue like this one here, the 2012 cap, which I'm using as my Avengers cap. But I did a head swap on him, because I thought that the head on the new cap looked a little big. Not much. I mean, nothing even to really be concerned about. But really want to see if they would actually work. And they do work perfectly fine. And honestly, I like this look better. I know it's just crazy how that works. But I do have an extra one of those heads, because the in-game cap and the 2012 cap both came with that head sculpt. So I might just run both of them, but I'll probably just put them back, honestly. But looking at the proportions of all the caps I have, this new Stealth Soothe cap really looks like he has the same body as 2012. And looking at the traps, this one, the traps are a little hidden because of the straps that go over his shoulder, but that aside, it's really the exact same body. And the proportions on it are pretty good, but I think this cap here is kind of skinny in comparison to, like, say, in-game cap. And I know in-game cap is a little bigger because of all the armor and stuff like that. But if you look at like the concept art cap, I mean, trap, shoulders, the whole nine. To me, this is definitely a more superhero-esque look. And plugging that head on there was just, I mean, like icing on a cake. Now, this may be a hot take, but I actually prefer this head sculpt over the new head sculpt. Now, I know in Winter Soldier he was younger, so he should look a little different, which he does. And I don't mind having them side by side. That's which is why I'll probably put the heads back. But the main thing was, I just really, once I got this on here, I was like, okay, is this really an upgrade? Now, for me, it's not an upgrade because I never had this suit. I didn't have the original. I'm one of these people who I'm willing to hold out to get something, get the newest piece. And so I did that, and of course, I was rewarded with Hot Toys actually releasing the new one. But I try not to backwards collect unless it's just something that I don't think they're going to make anymore. Like, I didn't think they were going to make another one of those guys, so I did pick him up and get the Fusion Reactors kit for it. I got Ahsoka for next to nothing. I think the only other thing I bought that was old that I actually backwards collected was the vintage, which we call the Kenner Boba, and then the ESB pre-production Boba Fett. But aside from that, everything else I have is current, so, or released within the last year, so nothing like 4, 5, 6 years old, anything like that at all. So didn't really want to pick up that old in-game cap that had the Stealth Soothe, but after getting them, you know, the figures looks really good. I'll definitely tell you the magnetic base is pretty stellar. You know, I'm just gonna pick him up. I mean, that base does not move. The ankle joints are really big post, and they hold them in place well. I haven't used the metal rod at all. Don't plan on using it. You know, I'd love to get really another set of feet for this guy here, get a separate base and do that, but I'm sure that's going to be parting that out. I'll find somebody who's parting it out, even like on 1/6 kit might be a little difficult, but yeah, you know, as far as like the best cap goes, I mean, like I said, I've got technically 4 Chris Evans in the collection now, 5 if you count Sam. You know, as far as suits go, well, as far as like just the figures go, I would definitely say the new stealth suit cap, if you have the old one, it's probably worth the upgrade. I don't know personally if that's really kind of in your wheelhouse. You know, this is my second favorite suit of all time. You know, my favorite suit is the Age of Ultron suit, and I'm hoping they're gonna drop a new one of those, which would be super dope. But as far as release now that we've physically gotten from Hot Toys, my favorite is definitely the concept art. And I'm a big concept art fan. You know, this is another one of my kit bashes. You know, of course, I'm gonna swap the heads. I'll probably do that in a second, swap the heads back. But you know, I have the concept maul, and this is a kit bash that's got the 2.0 Phantom Menace maul head on it with Fusion Raptor's Darksaber. And then, what other concept art do I have? I think it was the only 2, I think. But I like the kind of oddballs, you know, like so I have like the Darth Vader Son's Apprentice. I've got the dual effect Vader, Dark Empire Luke as my only Luke, Vader, and Anakin. So I know it's a lot of people that would never do that, but you know, it's kind of how I roll. So, but yeah, this is definitely a good figure. Like I say, again, moving around, he moves a lot like the 2012 cap. You know, the shield is definitely, the connections are better. I don't think it's leaps and bounds better. This should have been magnetic clasp. I think that would have been a little bit better and a little bit easier to deal with, but it's definitely better than these because I've broken the strap on the forearm strap on him on the 2012 cap, so I've got kind of got that one fudged a little bit. These 2 here are fine. Was able to not break those because I got the 2012 cap first, and then I think even this one here is fine too. So, but yeah, if you're looking for, you know, the latest and greatest cap, I would definitely say the stealth suit is a good one if you're into it. The technology, the magnetic base is a plus. It reminds me a lot of the NR Superman so far, the BVS Superman. I would definitely say it's a better magnetic base. One, just because of the grip, but I would definitely say, you know, the magnets are definitely stronger. But this is a really good, classy base, and I do like this over the diorama bases. Definitely way better than the hexagon base for sure, and of course, definitely way better than the rectangle base that come with the Star Wars figures. Not quite as nice as like the Ahsoka diorama base, but to me, I prefer something like this. Very neat, very classy. I like the bases, and even when I get my InArt, the rest of my InArt figures, the BVS Batman and BVS Wonder Woman, I will be using those bases. But they did a good job with this. I would definitely say if you're looking to pick them up, you won't be disappointed. If you're looking for miles of an upgrade, I don't think that's what we're going to be getting from Hot Toys really anytime soon. A lot of these toy companies are really looking at getting the biggest bang for your buck, and for them essentially, you know, if you look at the new Thrawn, you know, which is really the same Thrawn with just, you know, plastic over them to give them the helmet like that, they're really kind of going to this route where they're trying to get as much reuse as possible. And to me, this really felt like just a different uniform on top of the same body. But I didn't have an issue with this cap at all. I actually really love this guy here. And he's got a custom fusion reactors Loki scepter that lights up. You can kind of see that there if I get that to focus, yeah. But let me go ahead and do the head swap real quick so you guys can see what it's actually supposed to look like. 1 second. All right, got them all swapped out again so you can take a look at stealth suit cap, how he comes out of the box. Again, that looks accurate. Don't have any complaints with the head sculpt or anything like that at all. But I definitely think I do prefer the older head sculpt. Yes, if it had moving eyes, it'd be better, for sure. And the new one having moving eyes is a really good addition. But if you're just looking from a distance, to me, I do like the old head sculpt better. That's just me personally, just like it better. So I may just use my other one on there and keep it on there, but I'll probably just leave it the way it is because there's really nothing wrong with it at all. They look great and super happy with the new cap in the collection. Now, if we can just get that Winter Soldier to drop, because for some reason they have not had a whisper about him at all, which is, I guess, not unusual because I know artists have been taking a lot longer. Man, think about that black and red Harley Quinn that they still haven't dropped yet. So who knows? But anywho, just wanted to kind of show you guys the new cap, give you my thoughts on them. Like I said, there's a couple full reviews out there if you want to see anything, truly groundbreaking about him. But honestly, he's really not. He's just, besides the magnetic feet and magnetic base and a little bit better clasp on the shield. Outside of that, because the shield's not magnetic to the arm, it's only magnetic to the bait to his back if you put the clips in there for that piece. But aside from that, which is definitely is a nice addition. But for the most part, it's same cap, good tried and true fit, good execution. So something they've been doing well for a while, and now we just got him in the suit, my second favorite suit of all time. So we'll see how they do if they continue with Age of Ultron releases, or if they're just kind of doing the Thor and the Cap. I didn't get the Thor and the Cap, the Thor and the Iron Man. I didn't get the Iron Man, but I did get the Thor. So, well, let me know what you guys think. Comment down below if you think you had any, if you picked this guy up, or if you're looking to see what happens in, Doomsday, because we do know Doomsday just from the leaks in the trailer that was shown at CinemaCon. We will be getting a long beard, update to Captain America. So I'm looking forward to that because he will definitely be coming home. So we'll see how it goes. But thanks for checking out. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out. Later.